Race number 5 at Belmont Park is Australia race number 9 for our Singapore viewers over the 1,000 metres. This was one of the harder races of the day to split up. I thought the top 5 are really nice runners. Kentucky Lass, another one that can go well. Sovereign Hall winning form, and so is You're Up.
Yeah, we'll go straight into the replay though. Number 5, Juventus, winning last start at Ascot.
Juventus ridden along into the bend, further back behind them, Tomahawk, Calamari, Safari broke clear at the 200 metre mark, led 2 lengths, Allura May. Here's Juventus coming down the outside with it as well. Juventus and Allura May beat off Calamari, Safari and then Tomahawk, but Juventus is going to prevail and ridden to the line with vigour. Juventus beat...
These sprinters by Demerit at the moment are going so well, and Juventus was just another typer for that. A winner at Bunbury and then a winner, as you saw in the replay, beating Allura's May, which put in a really good performance on a day that didn't suit as well on Wednesday at Belmont Park. Drawing nicely, barrier 5, 55 kilos, has plenty of speed. I think it's a really good chance in the race.
$7 too, it's opened up at Adam, really healthy odds there. Number 4, Royalic, we'll touch on, I think is your top selection, and this $240,000 purchase is starting to make its money back with 3 wins in a row.
By Written Tycoon, that's what you need to highlight there. Flying at the moment, and since coming to the Dan Morton stable has improved dramatically. I remember speaking to Dan, they just said this horse was tired, had so many gut-busting runs early on its career over recent. He just had to bring it back, let it enjoy racing and wanting to be on the track again, and they've clearly done that. 3 from 3 at Pinjarra Park, down the straight there, but love the way it's been winning by 2 lengths, 2.5 lengths and 1.8 lengths over Rosinski, which I thought was one of the better runners last Saturday at Belmont Park as well. So with the 55 kilos, this is its biggest test, but I think it can win.
Isn't it amazing what a little bit of sun on the back can do for a horse coming over from the cold times of Melbourne? We've also got in the race some really handy gallopers. One we'll touch on, another one of Bob and Sandra Peters, who they've bought over in New Zealand, this time with Adam Durant, and this galloper ran 3rd in 1,000 guineas at Riccarton behind Risque, who came out, went to the David Hayes yard. David Hayes said, I think I can win an Australian Group 1 with this horse. Came out and ran 3rd in the Australian Guineas. That's good form.
The form lines hold up, don't they? And I thought the trial was really good as well. William Pike was just sitting there chilling, didn't want to touch it, but didn't want to hide it too much as well. He was just trying to find the perfect mix. Look, the fillies clearly got class, 57 kilos, barrier 2. Should get a really nice run into the race. And as you said, you can't argue with the form lines. The 1,000 metres, could it be too short? We'll have to wait and see. But from everything we've seen, going to be really hard to beat. We'll take a look at the selections. I'm going to go with number 4, Royalic. From number 1, Desi's Dream. 3, Bombs Away and 2, Delicate Miss.
I don't think the distance will be an issue for Desi's Dream. I've got her on top of the 3, Bombs Away, 2, Delicate Miss and 5, Juventus.
Race number 6 at Belmont Park is Australia race number 11 for our Singapore viewers over the 1,600 metres. One of the more even fields of the day. I thought there was probably 9 horses that could win the race.
Yeah, it's a very open field and very competitive, which we like to see, and good speed, which I think will get a fair result, but we'll go straight into the replay of last start winner Slick Talker beating Corallabak.
Bit of traffic there, and now to the outside, Let's Go Lakers, 250 from home. Saxapack ran past the stablemate, Battle King, 2 lengths behind them. Corallabak starting to wind up with Slick Talker. It's Saxapack the leader. Corallabak is gunning it down though with Slick Talker. Slick Talker, Corallabak went to the line. Slick Talker did too.
Really good performance there by Slick Talker, and a really good ride by Ben Patterson as well. Was able to roll off the fence and attack the line strongly. And anytime you out sprint Corallabak with a weight, or Corallabak had the weight advantage on that day as well with the weight swing, it was certainly a bonus. To drop from 22 back to 16, few little question marks there, but this horse has been in really good form. You take a look at the last 5 runs, hasn't finished any worse than 4th and has 2 victories as well. So with the speed in the race, it can win again. David
Harrison has his yard absolutely flying, and it goes to show with all the runners that he has in, week out. Another one we'll touch on is number 10, Top Show from the Neville Parnham yard. Now, this has Magnificio form, 3 lengths off Magnificio form, and it's going around at $15. Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Yeah, look, it does, but I can't have this mare. I think she is in atrocious form. I said to you last start, but I didn't have her in my 4, but I ended up going that way on course because I went, look at the Belmont form, look at the way they're running. This should really suit. I spoke to Stephen Parnham after the race. They were contemplating retiring this mare. She has not found the form that we've seen for a long time. 300 days without a win. And look, 3 lengths off Outlaw Pete, 2 off I'm Feeling Lucky, 3 off Magnificio as well. As you said, they all read well, but she's just not the same horse. Would need to improve dramatically because that last start performance was the worst of her career.
Close to the top of the weights, we've got number 2, Tradesman, who gets the lugging bit on to help him relax. And now this horse is another one around Belmont, completely different animal, loves the surroundings. And speaking to Rob Harvey at the start of the prep, this horse is going better than ever.
One of your favourites, no doubt about that, and I can understand as well. Has had 4 attempts at the track for 3 victories, 2 from 2 at the distance as well. And of course, a listed winner gets the 2 kilo claim to Aaron Mitchell, so just the 56. The form lines are good enough here around Lunar Eclipse and Corporate Larrikin. Fitness right up there, 1600 metres ideal. I've got on top. I think it's one of the better bets of the day, and that's the way I'm tipping. Number 2, Tradesman. From number 5, Sato Circus. 3, Galaxy Sun, and 7, Another Vision.
You're a good judge, Adam. Number 2, Tradesman on top for me as well. 3, Galaxy Sun. 8, Drooper. 1, Illuminated.
Race number 7 at Belmont Park. It's Australia race number 13 for our Singapore viewers, and it keeps the open leg of the quaddie going. This is another one where you're going to have quite a few runners in there, because I found it really hard to separate probably the top 6 or 7.
The good thing though about having a bet into these races, Adam, is that you're going to get a fair result. They're well run and you're going to get the right result. So you will get value where you go. We'll jump straight into the replay of the top weight here. Chasing Chaos from the Steve Wolf yard, winning last start at Bunbury.
Quickly tracked in turn then by 3 Sun. Further back is Ahmed at the 250. Naturalist Chasing Chaos had come together. Chasing Chaos though races to the lead and put up a length and a half. Naturalist and 3 Sun. Nazami's Lover, then Ahmed, Ninu Yarada. But Chasing Chaos, the further they go, the further he draws away from them, and the favourite will blitz them. Chasing Chaos by over 3.
Really good performance there by Chasing Chaos. Had been knocking on the door for a while and has now started to find that winning form. And the winning form's come with young apprentice Taylor Stone on board. She's 3 from 3 from the past 4 rides on this galloper. Sean McGruddy rode it the only other time it lost between there as well. Sorry, Sean, but you don't seem to have the same luck with this galloper. So Taylor Stone takes the ride, 56 kilos. Barrier 12, that's the big question mark now, where it finds itself through the early stages. But winning form is good form, and these two have got a nice bond.
I think those Steve Wolf horses and then the apprentice on, I think they'll have to go forward. It just makes the job a lot easier for her, and the horse probably likes it out there as well. We'll also have a look at number 4, the forgotten one out of the Adam Durant, Jason Milliard, and comes into this first up.
It certainly does, and it was a really good trial as well. That won by over a length on that occasion, over the 1,000 metres, which I thought was really good considering this horse wants that sort of 1,500 to 1,800 metres as well. The blinkers go straight on, which is a really good sign. Barrier 13 with the 58 kilos. You go through the form lines here around Illuminated and also Tonto, but Damajo as well in a 72 plus, which was the last race before it had a spell. And this horse has got plenty of potential. It burst onto the scene last year after that amazing story where it got its name because it was literally lost in a paddock and had been forgotten about. So another prep under its belt. I think this horse is going to be a big runner at Belmont.
We'll have a look at your on-top selection as well here, Adam. Number 8, Liberty Rise now. Lost 2 lengths at the start. It was just a massive run behind Drooper.
Yeah, it was a really good performance, wasn't it? As you mentioned, lost those 2 lengths and only lost by 1.5 in the end, and didn't quite get out until really late. Barrier 3, I would have liked to seen it actually draw a little bit wider, but has a good second up record, 3 attempts for a victory in a second. Has won at the distance as well and has finished in the top 3 on 4 of 6 occasions as well. So I think Liberty Rise is the one to beat. That's the way I'm going to be tipping. From 12, Paris Dream, which only has to carry 52 kilos. Number 4, the Forgotten One, and 11, Maserati.
I've got a bit of value here, Adam. We've got Fabulistic on top, hoping for a bit of rain. 12, Paris Dream, 11, Maserati, and 3, Unbridled Spirit.
Race number 8 at Belmont Park, Australia. Race number 15 for our Singapore viewers. There will be fireworks in this race over the 1,200 metres and a bit of class as well with the likes of Temporize, Reflectance, Royal Rada, Barracky Beats, all of these returning as well.
Yeah, well, I really like one in particular, Adam. The replay horse we're going to have a look at, 7, Prophet Street. Winning on this occasion, beating Conjob with William Pike in the saddle.
War Prince first, a corner from Petrol Power into the clear. Conjob around their heels quickly, and here comes Prophet Street as well into the open. Conjob hit the lead, 150 to go, but Prophet Street's about to gun him down. It's Prophet Street, Conjob. Prophet Street draws a neck, now a half a length. He pulls away from them. Prophet Street too good.
The last thing you said before that replay was William Pike, and this horse is a different animal when William Pike rides. Look, they've got a very high opinion of Prophet Street. They haven't hidden that. They believe they can run in listed races and certainly cause a bit of a stir, but it's just not the same animal when Pikey's not on board, and that's the case with a lot of them I know. Jared Noski's in really good form. Goes up in weight from the win. There's no doubt at all this horse can win. 2 from 2 at the track, 2 from 2 at the distance as well. Really good winning form lines. Has won 2 of its 3 this campaign, but just need to see it do it with Jared on board.
And if we have a look at 7, we have to look at number 9, Conjob here, who ran a good second to Prophet Street in that race.
Yeah, it was on Conjob at that stage too, and just saw William Pike just go straight past in the final race of the season at Ascot. The concern for mine here is the barrier, the work that this horse will have to do through the early stages as well. Gets in nicely with only 52.5 kilos and has a great distance record. 11 attempts for 5 victories, a second and a third as well. So this is right in the element, but I just think the work through the early stages will be too much.
What about this Mount Hallowell galloper, Adam? Temporised from the Dan Van Morton yard. Was racing and had to go back to went back to the trials, and after casting a plate, racing well before that.
One of my favourite gallopers and one of the favourites on box seat. I remember that one day we threw it out as our best bet at $51 and saluted. So the box seat followers, if you remember that horse, you'll have a bit of a love like I still do for the animal. Daniel Morton trained Jordan Turner's rides at the 57 kilos. You go through those form lines from last start to Fly Tego, She's a Virtue, Zesta. It's listed form lines as well. The recent trial was good. Wasn't asked of a lot. The horse can go forward and back. Has placed or won on 4 occasions from the 6 attempts over the distance as well. I think Temporize can win first up, and that's the way that I'm going to tip. From number 11, Express Dancer, 7, Prophet Street, and number 6, Reflectance.
Could be into a soft track by this stage, so I've gone with number 7, Prophet Street, on top of 5 stocks, 13 Heavy Set, and 11 Express Dancer.
Time now to turn our attention to the best bets, and I believe we're targeting the same races, so a Quinella and a double might be the way to go here. I'm going to tip number 4, Royalic, in race number 5, and then going into race 6, number 2, Tradesman, which looks just perfect and ready to win.
Yeah, just mash up your numbers and take a couple of numbers in there. I've got race 5, number 1, Desi's Dream, and race 6, number 2, Tradesman.
As we always say, do follow us on social media, especially with the rain around. Make sure you get the correct track rating going into the meeting and any upgrades and announcements throughout the day as well. PerthRacing.com.au for all your event information. On behalf of both of us, hopefully found you a few winners. We'll be back again next week.